sometimes, there are lows.
Right. So I did hear you say something, and I want to circle back to that. You said that in addition to getting commission, in addition to being able to build your own team, they also give you sales incentives.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the part right there that I want to talk about. So what are these incentives?
Oh my gosh. They give you goals. They say if you can accomplish a certain set of goals, we're going to give you a certain set of incentives and bonuses.
Wow.
Yes. And so that's where they incentivize you to try to sell more.
Right.
Again, there's no pressure. They just say if you're able. For example, I just got an email saying, congratulations, you get to spend $500 on the new line that's coming out next month.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I was able to meet a sales goal.
Right.
No one forced me to, but I was like, I want to get that $500.
Right.
That they're going to pay me, that I get to use of
that
theirs.
You can go shopping and buy more stuff.
Exactly. So there's product credit incentives, which is what I'm going to get. There's bonus incentives. So when you sign people on and then they do well, then you can get a cash bonus. They give you increases in your commission. So if you reach a certain threshold, they'll give you 5% or 10% depending on your sales. And now listen to this, guys, the big incentive that you get which is what I'm trying to work towards, but I'll be honest with you, I may not make it this year based on where I am, but that's okay because I'm going to try for it the next year,
right.
is an all-inclusive trip to Jamaica. All inclusive. And depending on your sales, you can bring a friend. I
want to go.
Yes.
I'm your friend.
Yes.
You got to take me.
I'm working hard on it. And so this last year, or this last go around, the girls all went to Punta Cana.
Wow.
So every year, Stella & Dot picks an amazing location. They say, okay, stylist, if you can reach this is what you get. So
that's amazing.
There are tons. I mean, there's even more prizes and incentives that Stella & Dot, gives their stylists just for working.
And they make it fun.
They do make it fun.
They make it fun. So not only are you making money and recruiting other people to help you make money, and you get all this amazing jewelry and accessories, they also incentivize you, and you can take trips and get cash bonuses and jewelry bonuses, and that's amazing.
It really is. They treat their stylists really well.
And all because you like jewelry and decided to buy a piece. You saw a friend invited you to buy something.
And like I said, I always tell people it started with one pair of earrings.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I never thought I would have a side business ever. I just was one of those people that just was like, no, that's for somebody else.
Right.
And I just happened to stumble across something that I really love. And I love people too, and it's a lot of people interaction.
Right.
And I am really happy.
That's great. Now I do have a question about how do you manage your time? Because sometimes people, you get this side business, and now all of a sudden you're not managing your time well. What do you do? What are some of the secrets you use to kind of help manage your time so that one business doesn't bump into the other,
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think I'm still trying to master that even
that's
today.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I say, this is how much I can spend on Stella & Dot a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be just 1 or 2 hours, and it's maybe on the weekends.
Right.
And that's what I do, frankly,
Okay.
is you've just got to figure out how much time you can set aside,
right,
and you make it work. And even if you can't, like I was gone for the 4th of July weekend, so I didn't do anything with Stella & Dot, and it was okay.
And it was no pressure. No one's standing over your shoulder going, you didn't produce. What are you doing?
Exactly. And so you just have to figure out for yourself what makes sense.
What makes sense.
And for me, carving out a few hours a week, and it's like I said, usually on the weekend, that works for me.
That's great. A lot of times when people think about starting their own business, and this is something you talked about at the beginning, and I want to circle back to it because it's a point that needs to be made. They think, I don't have the money to start my own business. What is the startup cost? Is it a big, do I need to save up $1,000, or what is it to start up? So with Stella & Dot, what is the startup cost for you to start up a business like this?
Yeah, we have 3 different packages, but I'm going to start with I'm just going to really talk about the basic package, which is what most stylists get. It's $199 is the startup. And that $199 is that business in a box I talked about,
Right.
where they give you catalogs, they give you the neck, some jewelry, neck forms, they give you some hostess pamphlets and stylist pamphlets, and they give you enough to be able to start your business. That's what the $199 is.
Right.
And then they say, for that $199, now you go pick $350 in jewelry.
That's great.
So for some, that could seem like a lot. And so I know that with some stylists, they do save their money.
Right.
And then my job as, if you come under me, is then to help you get your investment back.
Right.
And that's what was important to me, is if I'm going to spend $199,
Yes.
I want to make sure that I'm able to get my
At
investment
least
back.
your investment
At least
back.
the initial
Right.
investment back. And I did. And so
And probably very quickly because, the jewelry sells itself.
It does. I had my own, what we call like a launch trunk show, which basically just meant I invited my girlfriends over and said, hey, come and take a look at all this amazing jewelry and accessories. And they did. And within, at least for me, that first one, I was able to get my investment back.
Now, that is a good deal.
And that felt good.
Oh, of course, because now your business is for profit. It's profitable because
Yes.
now you've gotten your initial investment back and now you're profiting. Everything past that is profit.
Exactly.
And so how long after you joined did you book your first party?
I booked my first party. It probably took me about 3 or 4 weeks because I was still trying to figure out, the business and how to do it. And I wanted to make sure that it was successful. So it probably took a month. For me to get that first trunk show.
Right.
And then from there, I was able to book more trunk shows. And then it got to a point where I had to actually slow down. and I did, which was good. Again, that's why I love this business, because
you can
I'm in control.
Customize it, and you're in control, and that's really important. And $199, that's an obtainable goal. That's really an obtainable goal.
It is. And you're getting commission.
Right.
On it, and it is really, truly attainable.
Right. And you don't have to get a small business license. You don't have to, go through all the legal things that you would do for a normal business that you're starting up independently without, doing something like Stella and Dot. There's so much money involved in starting a business. And that's great for those who are starting, an LLC or corporation. That's another show. But for someone who just wants a side business so they can make some extra money, meet new people, have some paid entertainment in their lives, because really that's what it is. You're paid to party. Who doesn't want to get paid to party and shop? You get paid to shop.
Exactly.
So, it's just, I think, a great, great way of starting up a small business and doing something. Like I said, it could be jewelry, it could be makeup, a skincare line, but whatever it is, make sure the startup cost is low and make sure that, you have control. And I think that's the biggest thing we kind of got a handle on in this few minutes is getting control, having control, because your free time is just that. It's your free time. So if you're going to spend it wisely.
Yes.
And if you want it to be financially productive, do something like Stella and Dot. It seems like, the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what I love most about the business is the ability for it to be so flexible, to work around my schedule. And so I would recommend it to anybody, and would love, again, to just connect with anybody, even if you're just slightly interested.
Right.
And learn more about it.
And I think working with you, Jennifer, the people who come into the business with you, because you have another job that you do that is your career, you can also help them learn how to manage their time, so that they're not so overwhelmed at first when they first come in.
Yeah, absolutely. We sit and we talk about setting expectations, and they have to be realistic. So if they just have to be realistic. You can set a goal, a financial goal, to say, hey, I'd love to be able to make this much money a month.
Right.
But I always tell people just make sure that it's realistic.
Right. So they can
And
ramp up to
they-
that large number.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, work it backwards. You know, if you want to make X amount of dollars in, you know, the next 3 months or 6 months, then how much would you have to make per month to do that? How much would you have to make per week? And then how many parties would you have to book to obtain that goal? And so when you start rolling it backwards, then you see what you need to do.
Exactly, and the great thing too is we you know, parties are the easiest way to you know, meet people and to make the money. But we've also got our personal website, which, you know, I can't remember if I shared earlier.
Yeah, share it again, because they want to know, and they want your contact information too.
Yeah, I mean, because that's a great way. I mean, I always post my website information, so even if they can't come to a party, they can shop online. I always say it's, you know, you go on Amazon anyway, might as well just come to my site.
Right.
You know, why not?
Why not?
It's the same thing. You set up an account and you can just
shop.
and you can just shop
In the middle of the night.
24/7.
I need that bracelet.
I always say
have to have it.
24/7 in your jammies.
That's right. You can pull that outfit out of your closet and say, I need something to go with this, and buy that necklace, those earrings, right?
Exactly. And men like it because we ship very quickly.
And that's what I was going to say, because, you know, sometimes, you know, guys, they have the best intention. And, you know, that birthday's coming up, the anniversary's coming up.
Yep.
You know, and they need to get a gift quickly because they forgot or procrastinated or whatever. And so now they're in the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can go online.
Yep.
And purchase. And how quickly can they get merchandise?
You know, our official statement is 3 to 5 business days, but I'll tell you, it comes within the 3 business days most of the time.
3 to 5 business days
Yes,
quickly?
that quickly, and it comes in a cute already packaged, you know, kind of, you know,
so
box.
they don't even have to go out and find the cute box to put it in.
They don't even have to put on a bow. I mean, they could just give them the box,
right?
Because it's so cute. And when you open the box, there's always a message in there, hello, gorgeous, or, you know, something.
Oh, you do all the work. So, the gentlemen, take heed, because you can do all of your holiday shopping, all your birthday shopping, anniversary, Valentine's Day, just because, right? And days. I like the just because gift. Just because.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, if you want to send me an email with special dates in mind, I will contact you 2 weeks in advance to make sure that you don't forget.
So you become their personal stylist.
Yes. That's the other thing I guess I maybe didn't mention is that, I'm a personal stylist. So for men or even for women who may need help styling an outfit.
Right.
Or the same thing, oh gosh, here are some dates that I need to make sure I get gifts. Can you remind me? Absolutely. I'm here for you for that as well. And I love that.
Right. And so, ladies, you go to the party, right? And you buy a couple of pieces that you like. And then you make sure you get Jennifer's contact information and give it to him. So that when birthdays come, just in case, honey, there's all this beautiful jewelry that I love. Here's the booklet. You know, they give them the brochure. And they can call you up and say, okay, I was supposed to get her. She likes all this stuff. Jennifer, help me out. Pick something out for me and send it. And you can do that. That is amazing.
We try to make it as easy as possible.
As easy as possible.
Yes. And we have 100% delight return.
Okay.
So if for whatever reason, if maybe it's a piece you don't like or for whatever reason, then you can return it and we'll replace it for you.
Right.
Or refund it for you. Because we believe in 100%, you know, delighting our customers.
Right. Well, I mean, the pieces are just beautiful. So, you know, you just can't wait to get it and put it on and wear it, and, you know, not return it. So, but I mean, that's great to know because, you know, for those who might have something that they purchased and weren't quite happy with, at least you know there's a return policy.
Absolutely.
But I can't see returning anything.
Same here.
Right?
Yeah.
Buy more. And then, you know, let's talk about the affordability. I mean, we don't have to talk about the prices on the air, but the price points, when you see this jewelry, the price points are just great.
Yeah, they are. You know, half the line is under 50.
Mm-hmm.
We always are running sales. And a lot of times we do flash sales, so that's even more deeply discounted. And let me tell you, the other fun thing, and you're going to now notice it when you look at your magazines, is that we have a huge celebrity following. So even the celebrities are wearing our Stellan Dot jewelry.
Well, who wouldn't wear it? You
Ex-
can shop 24 hours a day and it
ex-
comes right to you.
You know, even celebrities like to get, pieces at a discount.
Right.
And you look in fact, we were just recently in Cosmo magazine. We're in almost every fashion magazine where they're highlighting some piece of Stellan Dot jewelry.
That is great.
So if you want to get something kind of fashionable that you see your favorite celeb wearing, you can
Right.
get it and it's affordable.